Hey all you cool cats and kittens. I'm joking, I'm not that crazy lady. So welcome to my channel. I focus on professional development, career development, personal development, and also on consulting. Today I will be talking to you about how to cater your resume to a job or company. Previously, I went over a video on exactly what you need to have on your resume to stand out. After you've gotten all the basics down, you need to cater your resume to the actual job posting. This is the most effective way to get an interview. If you were to send a one-size-fits-all, you're really not going to do so well because a recruiter only has about 6 seconds to actually see if you are a good fit, and we really want to maximize every opportunity your resume can have. If you stick to the end of this video, I will actually show you exactly why Accenture chose my resume to proceed to the interview. So today we're gonna go over Wong's resume, which is actually the name of my cat. We're gonna go in and we're going to make the same exact resume that we ended up getting after our first resume video. And then we're going to go right into how to actually cater your resume to the company and also to the job. So the first thing I want to note is that research is key. You really want to make sure that you've done the research on the company, on the job, and you want to see that you yourself think you are a good fit. If you're not a good fit, it will be very hard to cater your resume to begin with if you don't have the qualities you need to also see if you're qualified for the job. And this means that you need to be honest with yourself to see, are you a good fit with the company? So think about the people that are there. On the same vein as am I qualified, is that do you have all the skills and qualifications that they ask you for? If you don't have them, then it could be a little bit difficult. You at least should have the required skills. But if you maybe have like all of them, but just not in the way that they're saying it, that is doable. So we're gonna be showing you how we can try to say, well, we may not have experience in a technology company or even at a consulting company, but we can utilize maybe the experiences and skills that we have in our academic projects or extracurriculars or even other internships that are not in technology or consulting. We need to really analyze what kind of culture and what kind of job. This is Dawn. Hi Dawn, we're about to get you a job today. And all you do is just have fun. Aw, look at that. All right, we're all set. So here we're gonna show Accenture's website, and this is usually my best way of figuring out what a company likes to show, brand, or even their culture. Honestly, the best way is through networking, but if you are strapped for time and you're really trying to see exactly what the company is trying to portray, the website's the best way to go. So if you see over here on the website itself, the first thing you see is actually a new beginning, not just a reopening. It means that they actually prioritize innovation. If you just notice and you just keep scrolling, how to reinvent and reopen your business. This is going to be relating to COVID-19, but you're gonna still see that they're trying to focus on reinventing, which is another way of innovation. Then literally smack down in the middle, come innovate with us. That is like no better way to show what they're valuing, and they're valuing innovation. So we already know they want you to see like what you're reinventing, what you're recreating, what you're creating, innovating, anything that you're trying to reimagine a whole process, or literally within just like 1 minute you can kind of see what the company is valuing. And one thing I do want to note is that bring in your marketing eyes and lenses here. If you looked at this website, what would you see? You would see that it's very techy. You'd see that it uses a lot of purple, in which purple actually is an indication of creativity. So that's another thing to note is literally new insights, tangible outcomes, new applied now. Let's give you an example of as if we go to JP Morgan Chase. If we go to their website, the first thing you see is it's probably not that innovative or creative, kind of structured. And if you scroll, they're very boxed off. It's not so open and flowy. So that's like one way to see what is a company culture based off of the website alone. Now that we know exactly what the company is, we're going to see what is a job opportunity that we want. And I'm looking at the entry-level Accenture Infrastructure Advisory Analyst. With this, you can see that, like, again, a team player with an entrepreneurial mind. You can kind of see a trend here. So now what we're gonna do is that we're gonna just drag and drop this into Word Cloud Generator. You go to Jason Davies, Word Cloud, you drop it in and you click go. This is another way to see if what words or what actually matters to them. Because if they do care about a specific quality or skill, they're gonna mention it a lot. And the first thing you can see is cloud, technology, information, management. Those are all words that stand out to me right now. And what we're gonna use with this is, okay, well, we see Google here. We see business, strategy, system, deployment, internships, challenges, intelligent, and like all these words. So this is a good way to see exactly how to cater our resume. How exactly do we need our resume to kind of pop out as well. This is the original resume, the good one, the result of our video from the competitive resume. When we cater it, we want to see, okay, first off, Accenture values innovation, leadership, teamwork. How do we show that? Well, first off, we got the leadership experience. That already is great because they want leadership. And then we also see that they wanted some maybe like keywords. So if we go back, you'll see cloud, you'll see management, you'll see technical or deployment and intelligent and challenges. That's the kind of words that stand out to me. But if we go back to the actual qualifications, do we have the qualifications? Yes. We have a bachelor's degree in managed information systems, graduation date by September 2020. And then here, bonus points. This is the part where you want to maximize it as best of your ability. So we see here cloud deployment in Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, or Google Cloud. We don't have any of those experiences in this resume. But what we can do is, like, for example, you do see that we do have a cloud software right here. And then we also have Google Firebase, which is also another cloud software right there. So it's good that those pieces are on there. However, if your resume was originally like this, that is not the best. If you want to really maximize the benefits of having your resume, you have to make sure that you have those in there. So that way you can see, okay, we have a cloud-based software in there. We have Google Firebase, another Google product in there. And then we also need to see, okay, maybe we can try to reorder the experiences or reorder the bullet points. We want to see data analytics. So let's go back to the job description. You're going to see here, cloud architecture, network operations, database, programming, data analytics, enterprise IT, information systems. We do have data analytics, we do have information systems and database. So how do we exactly show you that? If we go back to the resume, you see here, this is a data analytics kind of bullet point here. We can push that up. This is what I recommend you to do, is that there may not be any things you need to change with the text. So for example, this role was specifically focused on data analytics. So both of them kind of work, but you want to show that you've done some kind of tangible benefit, and that one would be this. Ran at-risk Monte Carlo simulations of risk factors to MPV and IRR model, and optimized waiting line and staffing plan to call center using Excel solver. So this is saying that you optimize waiting line and staffing plan for a call center with data analytics. Likewise, we do want to keep this here as well. So here, develop and program. This is showing that you are trying to automate data. So here's what you can do. You can push this up as well. Again, we want to see that the recruiter only really has about 6 seconds to look at your resume. You want to make sure that for this particular experience, they kind of pop out that you do qualify for the job. Working with a team of 3. So again, if you do not have this, try to do that. Put it in. So typically a lot of the resumes I've seen actually show up like this. You don't want that. You want to actually show with a team of 3. Another one over here. And you also want to see if they value teamwork, to also use words like collaborate. But also if you have words like innovation or reinvention, you may want to use words like initiated. This one's a cute one. Initiated Feline Fridays program. Oh, Dawn, you're so cute. Build a stronger community of cats. In the data analytics space, so even better. This is like another keyword you want to use. Another thing I want to note is that when it comes to the actual selection process of your resume, a lot of big companies such as Accenture may use artificial intelligence to see if your resume is even a good fit. That's why if you were to make like a application and then 2 seconds later you get an email that you've been rejected, they're most likely using AI to screen your resume. So if you want to kind of maximize that, like, yes, I do have experience or skills in data analytics, you may want to even put in data analytics space. So that way it will show that, like, yes, I have that keyword in there, but also it shows that this company is in data analytics, even if it may not be obvious. All right, so here, computer assistant and programmer, held the title in school projects or work internships of system engineer or system administrator, technology systems analyst or management. So those are the two types of roles that they're looking for as an internship or maybe as a work project. Implementations, plan proposals. This seems more like a technology systems analyst. And again, when it comes to these internships, you may have an official title, but you could kind of rework it around a little for you to kind of work in your favor, as long as what you're saying is what you're actually doing. So we would say technology systems analyst, because you are working with systems, you're working with Salesforce and Google Firebase, you are working with websites for client business needs. So again, if you're doing an advisory role, you're probably using consulting and client-facing skills. You want to highlight that as well. You want to make sure you highlight even who are the clients or what industry are your clients. So that way they can see that you do have some kind of experience with even what clients or which clients. So another thing is over here. So project management was one of the skills we mentioned before. Maybe instead of research and plan proposals, you can even do, let's change that and say manage projects. So right there, another project management keyword. It's also pretty easy to see here now. You kind of have like maybe majority of the skills. You just kind of need to reword a couple of things to kind of like stand out as keywords and just keep going. Here's another one, is that you have analyze sales and reports. So that's kind of data analytics. That's also really good. So let's just highlight that as a key point. And then the first one, it looks like we're already in a good point here where devise and implement innovative branding. Right over here, you do have that experience of innovation. You are any platform you want to highlight as well. So if you were to say devise and implement innovative branding, product promotion, back-end revenue strategy, you could add a little bit more. You want to make sure you show every platform, every system that you worked for, because of the type of role that we're looking for is an infrastructure advisory role. So anything with infrastructure or technology, put that in there. You don't have to mention what it is. I mentioned Shopify, but we're mentioning e-commerce platform to kind of hit that keyword. So you want to highlight that. And another project management. You don't have to put it in there, but I put it in there because it's a keyword. Here's another one. Present recommendations to Chief Product Officer. And you want to see like, okay, if you are presenting recommendations, so it means that you're making innovative decisions, you're trying to make recommendations, and especially showing it to a C-suite means that you do have the skills to talk to a C-suite. When it comes to consulting, you could be talking to a lot of executives and you may not be that comfortable, but if you highlight exactly who you're talking to, it will show you'll have the social skills to be working with an executive. And that's a very key skill to have when it comes to consulting. Retail operations intern, improving, another word to be using. And then you're also mentioning all these systems as well. And analyze is another word to be using. All right, then we got the leadership experience. So we do have co-found, another one that's a good word to use. Better word is actually found, but co-found is also great. You are here also showing your ability to grow. So that's one. And you also had to lead. So that is one word to use. If you've led anything, use the word lead. You can also use things like pioneer, which we do see later on. But just make sure that you do have words to kind of say that you're a leader, you're a team player, that you've created things, you've achieved things. In general, I think every job will look for that. So, and then here are the skills. So in specifically this particular position, if you do not have this in here, I would recommend putting in software and programming. You may not be skilled in programming. You may think like, oh, all I do is HTML and CSS, so like that's it. Then make sure to put that in there. Also, if you did macros, put VBA in there. That's also a good skill to have. So just having the word programming in there and then you have programming skills, even if they may be not true programming skills, it is a good way to start and make it seem like you're a good fit. Then next we have software. I don't see a lot of people that put this down. They only show like what are your technical skills, so like Word, Microsoft Word or whatnot. Think about every software you worked at in every internship, every job. Even think about like if you were working at a like Staples and then you worked with a POS system, point of sale system. You could put that down as well because eventually that skill can come into handy if you do end up working with a POS system. So SAP, Salesforce, again, Salesforce is cloud. Think about that. We want to highlight every cloud platform you possibly have. If you only worked with it for like one task, put that down anyways because you have worked with it. It's not a lie, but you do want to maximize that. Yes, I've worked with it. And then to make it even more techy, if you worked with any of these, Waterfall or Agile and Scrum, put that down as well. You may not have realized what methodologies you're working with, so just kind of think about what methodologies you've used. Again, this is more on the tech side. If you're not in tech, you don't even need this at all. But just make sure that if you are going for tech, this is also a good skill to have because this means that you are comfortable with working in those kind of team environments. Let's just kind of zoom out a little. We kind of sprinkled in a little bit more of everything, and let's put that in there. Another thing I forgot to mention was new product development, already innovation as itself. I'm pretty sure there's some kind of academic project where someone out there, you probably created a code or maybe a marketing plan or maybe like a song or a design. So you created something, probably as a school project. Put that in there. So here we go. We have a good resume and we also highlighted keywords that we want them to see. Again, we just want to take a big look at this. That's a lot of yellow words that we see, and that's really good. We want to kind of sprinkle those keywords in there. What is the general story that we have? The general story we have is data analytics, projects, teamwork, innovation, leadership, tech. That's exactly what the job description is asking for. If we have all of that, we're interested in all that, we're qualified in all that, you're pretty much set. We have all the keywords that we need. We have exactly what the recruiter would see within 6 seconds. So with this resume, it's actually a model of my resume, and you can kind of see from here that I did have the keywords that they were looking for. I did this exact process when I was looking for Accenture. Again, I did not use the same resume for other jobs, internship applications I was looking for. I specifically catered it to the actual job that I was looking for. The application, the posting we were looking at today was not the one I was looking for, but I did know what kind of values that they were looking for when it came to the job. So with this, after I got my offer, I actually asked them why did they pick me. And the recruiter told me that they said I had business and I had tech experience, which is really good. And they also said well-rounded. So when it comes to well-rounded, we're talking about work experience, we're talking about leadership experience, talking about skills. If you're very strong in one, but you're not strong in the others, then it's probably not ideal. If you had a 4.0 GPA, but your leadership experience and your work experience is lacking, that's probably gonna be not the best. You want to make sure that you highlight any experience that you have. Those are the experiences that will really help you. And I honestly recommend everyone to be intentional since day one of college. I know you're gonna probably wanna enjoy, like, oh, I wanna go rush for my sorority or rush for this fraternity or maybe join this dance team. But you also need to think about the point of being in college is actually to get a good job. And how to get a good job? You utilize all the resources of your school. So in this case, I utilized the departments or even the environment. When I was in Boston, I went to go for internships that are in the area, and that's actually a really good area. That's what Accenture looked for in my resume, and I hope that you can do the same if you're interested in Accenture. And if not, just please let me know if you have any questions at all about your resume, Accenture, technology consulting, professional development. If you want to see more about this content, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. And again, I'm a crazy cat lady. This cat's named Sora. Oh, look at him lick his little tongue. Hello YouTube. I want you all to get a great job. And I want mommy to stop holding me like this, okay? Get this over with, mommy. Come on. And again, you want to get that job with a resume, with networking, intentional with everything you want to do, and make that bank. We're kitties! Yay! No, I'm not touching my lens with this.